International standouts who could make an NBA roster. The 2024 Olympics in Paris turned into a showcase for the NBA's biggest stars on the international stage. For Team USA, it was Stephen Curry producing late-game heroics in the gold medal game, LeBron James winning the tournament's Most Valuable Player award, and Kevin Durant becoming the most prolific U.S. men's hoops player by capturing his fourth Olympic gold. Among international standouts, it was three-time NBA MVP Nikola Jokic nearly averaging a triple-double for bronze medal-winning Serbia, and Victor Wembanyama continuing his emergence as a global superstar in leading France to the silver. But the competition also allowed other international players, including several with previous NBA experience, to prove their value. With the Olympics in the rearview mirror and NBA training camp 6 weeks away, here are 7 of the most intriguing players who could use their performances in Paris to secure a camp invite or roster spot. Guerschon Yabusele, France. NBA experience. Boston Celtics 2017 to 2019. A 2016 first-round pick for the Celtics, Yabusele averaged 14 points in the knockout games of the Olympics, scoring 20 against the U.S. in the gold medal game. The 28-year-old wasn't much of a presence on the glass, however, with the 6'8" forward logging just 3 rebounds per contest. Still, he moved extremely well throughout the tournament, most apparent during his huge dunk over LeBron in the gold medal game. One of the remaining questions about him is his perimeter shooting ability. He's shot 43.3% from outside on nearly 300 attempts for Real Madrid over the past 3 years, but the EuroLeague's three-point distance is shorter than in the NBA, where he shot 32% over his 2 seasons with Boston. Yabusele would make sense with the Dallas Mavericks, who had high hopes for forward Grant Williams this time last summer before dealing him at the deadline. Bruno Caboclo, Brazil. NBA experience. Toronto Raptors 2014 to 2018, Sacramento Kings 2018, Memphis Grizzlies 2018 to 2020, Houston Rockets 2020 to 2021. Few players had better closing runs in Paris than the 28-year-old Caboclo. He started slowly with a scoreless showing against France that he followed with a 6-point performance against Germany, but his 33-point, 17-board game helped Brazil breeze past Japan, and his 30 points on 20 attempts against the U.S. were impressive. For the tournament, Caboclo shot 59% while averaging 17.3 points and 7.0 rebounds. Caboclo, who struggled with efficiency during his 7 seasons in the NBA after being drafted in the first round by the Raptors in 2014, has been out of the league since 2021. But the 6'9" forward may be able to make more of an impact now than he did during his first stint, potentially standing to learn a ton from someone like Giannis Antetokounmpo if the Milwaukee Bucks gave him his next NBA opportunity. Josh Hawkinson, Japan. NBA experience. None. The 6'10" Hawkinson was among the best perimeter shooters in Paris, particularly among big men, drilling 9 of 12 from behind the arc against France and Brazil. Hawkinson averaged 9.7 rebounds, tied with Wembanyama and behind Jokic's tournament-leading 10.7. Overall, the 29-year-old Hawkinson averaged 18.3 points, 8th best at the Olympics, with his best showing of 26 points and 10 boards coming against the Brazilians. Hawkinson could be a workable backup for someone like Chicago Bulls center Nikola Vucevic, who last season shot under 30% from 3 for the first time since 2015-16. Carlik Jones, South Sudan. NBA experience. Dallas Mavericks 2021, Denver Nuggets 2022, Chicago Bulls 2022-23. Jones played extremely well against the U.S. in the pre-Olympic exhibition in London, during which he logged a 15-point, 11 rebound, 11 assist triple-double in South Sudan's 1-point loss. In the tournament, Jones shined as well, leading South Sudan in scoring at 18 points per game despite standing just 6 feet. His 7.7 assists per contest finished tied for the third-best mark in the Olympics with Japan's Yuki Kawamura. Since being waived by the Bulls in October, Jones has played in China, but the 26-year-old's summer showing was good enough to potentially warrant another NBA look. The rebuilding Brooklyn Nets figure to have minutes available behind starting point guard Dennis Schroeder, and could make sense as a landing spot. Matthias Lasorte, France. NBA experience? None. The 6'9" big man's Olympic numbers, 7.2 points, 3.3 rebounds, 1.5 assists per game, don't necessarily jump off the page. But he didn't look out of place from a versatility standpoint against the Americans, the Germans or the Canadians. His minutes were often limited because of France's size in the paint between Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert. The 28-year-old was efficient, hitting 2/3 of his shots throughout the tournament. And he was solid on offense, as evidenced by the spin move and score he tallied against defensive stopper Drew Holiday in the gold medal game. The Orlando Magic, loaded with guards but thinner in the front court, could be a fit for Lasorte. Filip Petrusev, Serbia. NBA experience. Philadelphia 76ers 2023, Sacramento Kings 2023. Petrusev, still just 24 years old, logged just 10 minutes in the NBA this past season and was traded twice before being waived by the Kings and signing with Olympiacos in Greece. But at 6'11", and with the showing he had at the Olympics, nearly 10 points per game in 23 minutes per outing, he may be worth another NBA look as he enters what should be his prime. An up-tempo team such as the Indiana Pacers could be a fit if Indy decides that former number 2 overall pick James Wiseman, their current third stringer at center, isn't one. Willy Hernangomez, Spain. NBA experience. New York Knicks 2016 to 2018, Charlotte Hornets 2018 to 2020, New Orleans Pelicans 2020 to 2023. Last season marked the first time since his rookie campaign in 2016 that Hernangomez wasn't in the NBA. He's a good offensive player and comfortably shot above 50% from the field in each of his 7 years before heading back to Spain. He showcased that skill during the Olympics and averaged nearly 12 points in just 19 minutes per contest. Defense, specifically rim protection, has largely been the larger problem for the 6'11" big man, who turned 30 in May. But if there's a club that needs scoring production from the 5 spot, he could be of use in short intervals. The LA Clippers, who have Ivica Zubac and Mo Bamba as their first 2 centers, might fit the bill.